Hi guys. Okay, so do you see why now I don't film in this lighting? It's just not good. But so many of you were complaining that I'm in the fridge, and now you see why, because it doesn't look as good. So I got this. I saw it first at Barnes & Noble, and then I saw someone had a exclusive edition. So I went to the website. It's from Baddies, and it's really, really cool. It came with these two bookmarks. It says "Sucker for a Good Book," and then this one says "Hockey Romance," and then this one, these two cards. It is kind of an office romance, but not really. And this card has really no relevancy to the book, so I was confused. Also, it's not hockey that he was into football. So I don't know what's up with that, but I still think they're cute. So this is a reversible cover. This is His Secret by Isabel Lucero. The version I saw at Barnes & Noble was not like this. It was very, like, not basic, but just not this cool. This is a reversible cover. Did I already say that? I don't even know what I'm saying. But, like, look at how cool. Like, and yes, they are different. They're not twins. One has brown eyes, which is Matthias, and this is Adrian. The cover is also reversible, so I'm going to show you that. That's like the third time I say that, isn't it? So this is not how it came, actually. It came with the other cover, flipped around. So like that. And I'm going to show you what the cover that it came with looks like. Like that. So that was how it came. Like that was the outside. That was the front. And then it has like Vegas stuff for when they go on their trip to Vegas. Love that. That's how it looks. And then that's how it looks here too. That was like the back when I received it. And that would be the spine. So that's like the full thing. Plus, I'm gonna show you the inside of that too. Now, hold on. I just don't want to take it all out. See, on the other side, look like that. This is the other flap. And what else was I gonna show you? Oh, okay. So this is signed by the author. The only thing I don't like about this is that the pages are white. I don't like white pages on my books. I like them to be beige. Okay, so that sold me when I first saw it. I was like, that's crazy that they did that. And then this part sold me too, and that's the author's signature. That's like the very front. That's literally the first page. And then it turns into this. That's how the first chapter looks. I love this. I just wish it was in like white pages, because look at how it looks. Like that. Like, I don't like white pages. So that's why I read the book in literally 12 hours, so that I wouldn't have to see the white pages anymore. And it comes with this bookmark too. You can see it. So it's like in the middle right there. Okay. So let me just get into the thoughts of the book. I thought it's obviously an MM romance. I thought that the book was good. I really appreciate that the love interest for Matthias, you guys, it's so hot, so I'm gonna be like doing that. Even though there's AC going on, it's still hot because this is my work uniform. So in case you're wondering why I'm like doing this, because I have to go to work right now. I really appreciate that the male love interest that the main character has, which would be Adrian, is not a cold-hearted, like, bad boy. What's that word? Like a bad boy, I guess. I do not like that personality. I do not like when they're like too cool for school. I love how literally from the beginning of their meeting, like their meet cute, I guess, Adrian has always been nice to Matthias. So I really appreciate that. I don't like when books do the bad boy, like he's too cool for school. It might be cute like in a movie or in a show, depending on who the actor is or whatever the model is, but like in real life, it's like, no. or maybe in real life you might like it for a little bit, but then you get over it. Like, it's not all that you think it is. Do you know what I mean? I've always felt that like the golden retriever type is way better. Not like the good, not doesn't necessarily have to be like a goody two shoes, but just like someone that's not cold and rude and like brash to you like all the time. Like, you want them to know that you're loved, but like not, you don't want to be competitive with them in a negative way. You can be competitive with them like in a positive way, if that makes sense. So they met in college, and they ended up not being together forever because Adrian's father has a company, and unfortunately it was instilled from Adrian's father's father that like being with a man is not, or just like people that like the same gender basically is not, it's not a good image, right? So to protect the image of the company, because Adrian's father would like Adrian to be a CEO of the company at some point, told him, you're not going to be a son of mine if you do that, if you're like that or whatever. So unfortunately, there was a friend of Adrian's father that was like into drugs and like needed to go to rehab and needed to get her life together, the daughter of one of the friends. So Adrian's father saw that as a perfect opportunity to, like an arranged marriage, to like force them together. And she had like a miscarriage, and they got married, and the father wasn't even Adrian's because he doesn't like girls like that. It was some other guy that was like in prison that she hooked up with. And so it was just like this whole mess. And then 8 years go by, and Matthias is way more guarded because he doesn't feel that it was worth pouring his heart out to Adrian. So he feels like he'll never do that to another man. So what he does is go to like those clubs to like get his release, and just does not give his heart out to anyone anymore. So he's very guarded now. But then, of course, Adrian just randomly stumbles into working for Matthias, and they live in the same, I think it's an apartment. They live in the same apartment complex, and they're like, oh. But the thing is that Adrian has his wife with him. So it's very awkward, and obviously that spark is not gone. Like, they still love each other. So they experiment a little bit in the office, and they just can't get enough of each other. And he feels really bad. Adrian feels really bad because he's like cheating on his wife, blah, blah, blah. But she doesn't really love him like that. And he also knows that he can never love her like that, like the way that she deserves. So it's kind of like a lavender marriage, but she doesn't know that he's gay. So that's the thing. And he actually is gay. So he just always told his father that he was into girls to appease him, so he doesn't think that he's fully gay. So he would just say that he's bisexual. And long story short, spoiler alert, but she gets really upset. She finds out, and he just can't live this lie anymore, and he faces up to his dad. And his dad kind of had some sense towards the very, very end. He still doesn't agree with his lifestyle, but I think intrinsically at that point now he knows that it doesn't really change their relationship. It's just he's judging him so harshly because of his father's, what's the word? Like his father's traits and beliefs about gay people, right? So they end up being together, thank goodness. And Adrian tells the wife, Charlotte, that this isn't the end for us. Like, you're still a really good friend, and like, I really care for you. I just don't love you like that, like a wife, like a husband and wife should be loving each other. So it's a story about, you know, being safe and comfortable and confident with who you are, no matter what, no matter what your parents do. It was really hard for Adrian to say no to that because his dad is wealthy. He lives in like a $4 million or $8 million home, and he was paying everything for Adrian. He was paying Adrian's rent, his car, probably even like the food, probably like all his bills for like the first year that he was working for his dad's company. So obviously it was like something that was like too good to like not take advantage of, but at the same time it's gonna obviously hit a breaking point where it's just like, this is not like worth my trading in like who I really am for this amount of money. Is not like worth it. Someone may see it's worth it, but to him it was just not, like living that lie, it was just not conducive to a good lifestyle, if that makes sense. So I enjoyed it, and there are very spicy scenes, so if you don't like that, then just skip over them or don't read the book at all. But I really like this version. Like, I think it's so cool. I know, like, they're like literally wearing what I'm wearing. Like, it's kind of misleading because in a way they kind of look related, so I don't know what was going on with that, but that is a little concerning, right? Like, if you look at it, like, they look the same, don't they? One just has brown eyes and one has green eyes. That's Adrian, that's Matthias. I already said that, but still, I don't know, that's a little concerning, but that's none of my business. I don't know what else to say about the book. I don't know what book I'm gonna read next. I have so much to read, and I just really don't know what I'm gonna read next. I read this in like 12 hours because, once again, those white pages, like, I can't stand them. So, but yeah, I do recommend that you guys check it out, especially if you like romance. And I don't know what book to read next, but I still have one book review that I need to do. I just have been scared to do it. So I think I'm gonna have to do that at some point. So I'll catch you later.